Welcome back to the makeup mess. In today's video, I'm not going to be focusing on anything makeup or beauty related, but I thought I would do a video that's going to probably add value to you girls out there, especially the young ones, but it could be for any age, honestly. But yeah, so if you're interested, please keep watching, and as you can see in the title, you can see what the video is going to be about, and yeah, and all that good stuff. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, and I'll do some more videos for you guys. Cool bananas. So let's get started. Cool girls, so as you can see from the title, I'm going to be discussing with you girls. I'm going to make this video very quick and short and sweet, right? So I'm going to be basically giving you guys tips, very simple tips on things that elegant and classy ladies just do not do, right? And these are actually super basic, but if you take them into consideration and sort of build them into your daily lifestyle and daily rituals and daily practices, it really does shape who you become, and ultimately how other people treat you as well. So I'm going to get started with the very first tip, and this one is a very simple one, and I'm sure a lot of our mothers, our aunts, or even our teachers used to complain about all the time. And I look back now at like high school and back in school when the teachers used to shout at us, and now I fully understand it as a grown-up, and that is to not chew gum, at least not in public. Chewing gum is absolutely, let me be more specific, for any girl, I don't care how pretty you look, how beautiful you look, how gorgeous your body may be, but the minute you start to chew gum, it sort of devalues you, and it just gives a very bad appeal to who you are. It also gives the wrong impression of who you are. Think about it. When you see someone chewing gum, I mean, thoughts like subconsciously, someone you don't know, and you see them they're chewing gum, it looks as if the person is ill-mannered, someone that doesn't really care, someone that doesn't care about themselves, most importantly, and someone that's just a bit sloppy, that just doesn't really care about life. I mean, I chew gum. I'm not going to say I don't chew gum, but as I've grown older, especially into my late 20s, I'm so much more mindful of, okay, I'm chewing gum. I know the right places to chew gum. If I'm at the gym and I'm in my own zone, actually not even. I think I've stopped doing that. But basically, I don't chew gum in public. I don't recommend any young girl to be chewing gum in public. It's just not a good look for you. Alright, because it's just, I've seen people chew gum like this, like it's just don't chew gum. Tip number two, ladies, this is using bad language, swearing. Using bad language may seem so common and normal in today's society. It's almost like a second language. In fact, it's almost like a first language. Forget second language. And sometimes, I know I may fall fault for this as well, but it's something we do when we do it even unaware. It comes up and it comes out in different circumstances. Then we're under pressure, and all these sort of things. So if you really want to become an elegant, classy lady, I would recommend not using bad language, especially if you're around people that you want to have a lasting impression with, especially if it's people that you're meeting for the first time. Learn not to use bad language like the S word, the F word, even if it's not directed to somebody else. Just don't do it. It gives the impression as well that you just don't care, you're careless, you have low self-respect for yourself, and you're not a conscious person. You don't care about the people around you, and that is just not okay. So if you care about what people, not what they think, but if you care about your image and the sort of impression you want to leave on people, especially, for example, in a professional environment, that's something to really consider, and just don't do it. It's not worth it. Tip number three, girls, is to dress appropriately. My gosh, that's another thing. Dress appropriately, and by appropriately, I mean dress appropriately, and by appropriately, I mean knowing when to dress sexy, hot, you know, and knowing when to sort of tone it down or just sort of conserve yourself a little bit. The world doesn't need to know everything about you from head to toe. Be mysterious. Mystery is sexy. I know we live in this Instagram world of being free, being empowered with our bodies. I think it's gone a bit overboard. So just be mindful of that. Don't fall into these trends of feeling like you have to show your body off to the world to be accepted. And I'm sure some of you have heard this already. So, and also don't be afraid to be conservative. Doesn't make you boring, doesn't make you off trend, or doesn't make you unfashionable. Being conservative shows high self-respect and that you value yourself, and that's more important than how many followers you have. So just remember that. Dress appropriately for different occasions, and the key word here is mystery. Be mysterious. And the very last tip, girls, is to keep a positive mindset. Do this for yourself. Keep a positive mindset when things just don't go so well. When you feel like the world is like sort of falling onto your head or your shoulders. Keep a positive attitude. And just be self-aware of your thoughts. Very, very important, because that will show in your actions and in the way that you treat people. So always keep a positive mindset. Do it for yourself. Keep your head up, keep your chin up, and always look on the bright side. This sounds very, very cliche, but this simple tip makes a very big difference in how you respond to situations, how you react to situations, and the very next step you're going to take when you're dealing with something. For example, let's just assume you road rage, right? Now here you are, you're driving, you're going to the mall or whatever. It's this guy or lady who just, you know how road rage. You know how road rage is. Someone comes in front of you and it's just unbelievable, right? You want to just sort of lose your mind and just sort of just, okay, maybe that's a bad example. Let me use another example. Cool. If somebody doesn't treat you well, it's just somebody in your family member, someone you work with, or which is quite common, or anybody, you know, someone you come across, even a complete stranger, just out of nowhere, they're having a bad day, and then, you know, you guys cross paths and they just sort of do something nasty to you, you know, 'cause these things happen. I mean, you have options in life. You can either react in the same way that they treated you, or you can just keep your cool and just look above it and move on with your life. And keep a positive mindset, because the minute you start to react to those situations, you're going to react to that person, you're going to react to Amy, you're going to react to Jeffrey, and then ultimately in the long term, that's the person you become. You become a person that reacts to bad situations, and that shapes who you are. And you don't want to become that person. And you don't, I mean, that sort of makes you, it doesn't strengthen your character. You know what I mean? And you become easily persuaded and easily shook. So bottom line, not to go into depth with this sort of topic, bottom line is that keep a positive mindset when you do come across obstacles in life, because you will come across them, small or big. Keep your chin up and keep it moving, and that's the situation, guys. That is it for today. 5 tips on classy tips on how to be a young girl. So that's it. Out of breath. Cool, girls. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for cool, girls. So that is it for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so I can do more videos for you guys as well. And yeah, man, share them with your friends and let me know on any other topics you guys would like to sort of discuss or put out there. Have a good one and stay home and wash your hands, eh?